Hello and welcome back to the show. And today's video we are going to be talking about what is the 5 essential products you should get for yourself if you're going to be starting out as a photographer. If you're new to photography, you're probably wondering what you have to get. What is the essentials that you have to get for yourself? So the first thing that you have to get is some kind of a vest. And I'm wearing right now. You might think, why am I wearing this vest? Well, I'm wearing this to show you that you need an actual vest for photography. So over here we have multiple and a lot of pockets that we can get into and grab different stuff, and maybe some inside. Nope, nothing in here. So an actual photography vest is going to be much better than this specific vest that has a few pockets in here. So what do you need the pockets for? Well, you need them if you're a photographer because there is constantly some things that you have to put in here, like a tripod and a lot of other things as well. So and so on. When you're taking pictures, you don't want to have those things just go ahead and how to be accessed. And in reality, you don't put something like a tripod in here or one of those squeezes in here. What you actually put in here is something like really essential, like a lens filter or different lenses and so on over here. Now, the most important thing, except for the vest, which is it's handy, I would not say it is essential, but it is important for you to have some extra storage for you for photography stuff. The most important is going to be a camera bag, and you wouldn't believe how many people go ahead and don't have a camera bag. They don't use a camera bag and they think it's a waste of money, and yet they have this expensive camera. Huge mistake. One, the camera bag keeps all your stuff secure in one location. Two, if somebody was going to go and steal your stuff, they don't know you have a camera in here. The best camera bags don't say, I have a camera. They actually just look like some kind of a backpack. And the least, the brand name, you see like here, there's a small brand name. It doesn't say like Canon on here. The last thing you want is something to say Canon, Nikon, or to scream out for attention. And another thing for the camera bag, gotta make sure it fits the camera. And in this one, it's a bit of an overkill because you can see that this is a small camera. This is a big bag. So this one is not made for this specific camera. It's made for bigger professional DSLR cameras. This is a mirrorless camera, it's much smaller, but it still will fit and do the job. And that's all that really matters in the grand scheme of things. The second thing that's very important for you to have is a strap. Now, all the cameras come with a strap right there. Unfortunately, the DSLR cameras and the mirrors come with this annoying strap. You see? It's annoying. It restricts your movement too. A lot of times people are like, hey, who needs a strap? Let me just use it without a strap. See, you're not using the strap. If it's going to fall down, it's going to break. One way for you to go about this is just do like this and put this on. But this is just doesn't fit the bill. It doesn't work well. So what do you need to do? Instead, you get one of those cheap, small handhold straps that work like this. They are very small. They are handy. You can just put them on and you can use this to strap your camera into. And I use this a lot for my small cameras, not something like this, but a lot for other cameras. And to be truthful, this probably would have been so much better idea to use a small strap. So the strap is essential, but picking the correct strap is even more essential than anything else. Next thing, this is also very important. What happens is a lot of times on the field you get dust, you get things on your lens. Now if you go ahead and use your hands, you're going to smudge everything. So you need some kind of a blower for it. What you have to do is to blow, and you blow the air right out. If it's dust, if it's sand and stuff like that, this will do 99% of the job. If you need something better than that, well, tough luck to you. you don't have it on you, well, you can't use. But most of the time, this will do everything you need it to be done. That being said, having a lens protector is very good idea, such as putting some kind of a filter on this is good too. But a lot of people, especially with the cheap lens, might not be worth the filter, might not be worth the hassle and so on. But for a kit lens that cost about $150, I don't really justify a $30 lens filter. On the other hand, $500 lens, it depends on how much you pay for it. Definitely does require that. But in our conversation today, we are talking about 5 essentials. And the lens kit, and specifically the lens filter, is not the most important essential. It is important, but not the most important one. But we can argue against that. Now, one of the most really essential, important things for you is to have some kind of a tripod. I'm a big fan of tripods. I'm a fan of big, small, and every kind of size. But the smaller the tripod, the better it is, in my opinion. Why? Because you can take it to more places. You're more likely to take it with you than not take it at all. Big tripods, the biggest problem with it, you forget them and you don't take them. Small tripods, well, look at this. You can make this a selfie camera. Small tripods, you can just go ahead and put this right on yourself like this and walk around with it. And film other people like a GoPro. This is a cheap GoPro, by the way. I mean, if you only have one camera, why don't you just use this as the GoPro? But, kidding aside, there is something else you actually really need when it comes to having the essentials. The essentials. What is it? This, right here. Think about it this way. The most important investment is the pictures. They're priceless. And if you protect the camera and you fail to protect the actual stuff inside, which is the memory card, you fail. Pretty much so. What happens if the memory card gets lost? What happens if it gets stolen? What happens if you misplace it and it becomes someone's doorstep? To make sure this doesn't happen, here's what you do. You get an SD lens memory card protection. Not lens protection. Memory card protection right there. And you can see how I do it. I got all of them lined up right here in one of the best. Pelican Strong. This is almost indestructible case right here. So when it comes to protecting your most important essentials, go ahead and invest in putting the best. Get the Pelican. Because even a truck that goes over it, your memory, the wedding, everything you took a picture of, is not going to get destroyed. It's all going to be totally fine. Talking about totally fine, do not forget the tripod. So all those are the most important essentials. If you're getting started and becoming a newbie when it comes to photography, and if you're new to this, those are the essentials. Now, we can argue about one thing here, that this might not be such an essential, but the lens cover for your lens, the lens protector, is more important. And I failed in this one. Yep, I failed. I don't have a lens protector for my camera because for me, for this specific camera, for this kit lens, it's not essential. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, want to see more videos such as this, smash the thumbs up button as many times as you can, and leave a comment down below and let me know, do you agree or disagree? Are those the 5 essentials a newbie photography has to get? If so, put down below. If you think there is a different list, put down that below as well. Let's have a discussion. Thank you so much. Please sub to my channel and see you in the next video of the show where you never know what's the next thing coming up on this channel.